Hello and welcome to the Graduate Research and Discovery Symposium. My name is Grant Allard and I'm a doctoral student in policy studies with a focus on science and technology policy. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be here in person because I am in Chicago presenting a paper at the Midwestern Political Science Association on how political scientists study my topic. However, I wanted to get to know you and I wanted to be able to share my research in case to elicit the comments of our community and participate as a member of this Clemson research community. So I prepared this video and website to share about what it is I do. I research science and technology policy, and my working definition for this, because there are very few definitions that are usable, is that science and technology policy are the decisions that governments make or do not make about scientific research, the creation and dissemination of new knowledge, the research and development of new technologies, the commercialization of new knowledge and technology, and the development of human, cultural, and institutional capital to support these activities. Technology transfer is a big piece of this because it deals with the dissemination and commercialization of new technology and knowledge. Specifically, technology transfer can be thought of translating scientific findings into a commercial application. Technology transfer is something that happens in many different places, and I'll refer you to my website for a detailed description. But to understand briefly why this is important, it is important because universities make many discoveries, and universities own these discoveries through legislation called the Bayh-Dole Act of 1980. Yet universities spend money to create the intellectual property to protect these discoveries, but only 20% of the discoveries that are protected as intellectual property are ever commercialized or licensed. This means that universities are spending a lot of money because they have something that they think is valuable, but somehow it's not being connected into the marketplace. And my goal is to create the process of 21st century alchemy that allows us to correct this market imbalance. So I do this through my academic research, and that is what I'm here to share. So I'll give you the plan of my website, and therefore you can find the information yourself and then engage with me on the last page. So my first page answers the question of what is technology transfer and why people study it. I answer it both in broad scholarly terms as well as what it means to me specifically. My second page, called My Research, focuses on my research agenda, which is split into 4 components. The 4 components are the information behavior of technology transfer, where I understand how people who are involved in this process search for, create, manage, and use information in order to make the decisions that they do. The second aspect of my research is through looking at the organization of technology transfer, which really builds on existing literature that comes from the management world of understanding how is it that different organizations perform and what are the ways that organizational hierarchy affect this. My third stream of research was my first stream of research, actually, in order of when I began it chronologically, which is the ethics of technology transfer. So this is an area that is understudied. I wrote a paper about it last year and presented it at the Technology Transfer Society. And very few scholars who study technology transfer have looked at the ethical components of it. So I identify the ethical dilemmas and am developing an ethical framework to help us think about these and when we have 2 right answers, or 2 or more right answers, be able to come to an answer and understand why it is we came to that. And lastly, I researched the political economy of technology transfer. Or in other words, how is it that the institutional form or the constraints of laws and mores and norms come together to create a system by which we transfer these assets from one part of the economy, from where they're researched and developed, to people who can use them. And this is the area in which I'll be writing my dissertation about the barriers to technology transfer between governments, universities, and industry, and how it is we can overcome, why these barriers exist, and how it is we can overcome these barriers. I thank you for stopping by my poster. It means the world to me that you're watching this video and spending this time with me. And on my last page, I give you an opportunity to share your thoughts and share your questions by tweeting to me using the hashtag, that's # AllardTT. So it's hashtag Allard, A-L-L-A-R-D, TT. And I will be watching this hashtag as closely as I can and responding as much as I can as time permits. So please share your thoughts with me there, or you can share them with me via email at grantallardtt, that's GRANTALLARDTT @gmail.com. Thank you so much. I'm humbled that you're watching this video and you stopped by my poster today. And I wish you all the best to enjoy the research and discovery here at GRADS. This is about forming a great community and getting to know each other and being able to find ways that we can help each other out. And this is the essence of what it means to be an academe. So thank you, and go Tigers.